Muckleshoot Behavioral Health. I'm a mental health therapist by trade, and I started the equine program here at Muckleshoot in 2011.
Hello, my name is Kelly Ferguson. I am an equine specialist here for the Muckleshoot tribe, and I've been working in this program for about 4 years, volunteering a little bit before that.
I'm one of the equine specialists here at the barn. I help with assisting in the counseling sessions with therapists to ensure that people are safe and to read horse behavior.
We have different aspects of what we do here in the barn. We have counseling, which is mental health or chemical dependency counseling. We use an EAGALA, Equine Assisted Growth and Learning Association model, as well as we've kind of hybridized that to add cultural components and therapeutic horsemanship as well. In that, we have a therapist or a chemical dependency professional with an equine specialist, a horse, and a client. We do various activities, mostly on the ground with the horses, where we create things, we ask the client to relate to the horses, we observe their behaviors and reflect on our own behaviors, and process with the client whatever they're in need of. We're here to help facilitate, as well as to be partners with you in your healing and in your process.
Explanation of equine assisted counseling. I based it on this training I had where we would have in the horse arena, we'd have horses, maybe we'd have 1, maybe we'd have 5, just depending. And then also an equine specialist, so someone in the arena as a part of the counseling session that really is there primarily to make sure everything's safe with the horses and to partner also in the treatment.
The format we use at the barn is the circle. Everything starts in a circle. We sit, we check in, we share relevant information about what's going on in our life, And then we begin with our topic, whether we have a poetry exercise or we're doing horsemanship or it's a grief and loss group. It happens in the circle and then expands out. Horses for me have been healers, and I see that in our clients here at Muckleshoot every day. I see how being with a horse, you have to hold space, you have to slow down and observe their body language.
And also, I think I found over the years it was an incredible engagement tool. I could get people to come to the barn that didn't want to come to the office. Anyone that came in with any diagnosis or any problem, depression, anxiety, PTSD, family conflict, really anything can be approached or addressed with the horses in the arena. Oftentimes when I didn't know what to do or would be questioning, I found that I would just look to the horses because they would always provide some direction. You know, horses, because they are so sensitive and they're pack animals, they will oftentimes lead the client to the work that needs to get done. So if someone comes in and they're particularly anxious, we might ask them to go out and do some breathing exercises with the horses just by putting their hands on the horse and trying to have, match their breathing with the horse's breathing and have an experience of becoming increasingly calm. And practicing that.
They teach us to breathe, they teach us to slow down and be present, and that's one of their greatest gifts.
Horses kind of push us to be better versions of ourselves by always acting in the present and also helping us see kind of how we're acting by reflecting maybe our emotions or anything that we're kind of presenting or giving to them that we may not be aware of.
We have adult Muckleshoot tribal members working here in the barn. Right now we have a cohort of 7 tribal members working here. Part of our intention for these workers is to learn about horse-related careers, to gain horse skills. Some of them want to be equine specialists, to learn how to care for the animals and do animal husbandry, wound care, and nutritional care, facilities maintenance. And in addition, one of the aspects of the adult work program we have is that all of our workers are going to be trained in the Recovery Coach Academy and the peer support counseling training.
So a day in the life of one of the equine workers is we job shadow the equine specialist. So Kelly and I look after the workers and showing them how to properly handle the horses and proper nutrition and horsemanship skills, and also teaching them peer support amongst the community. Some people don't have very many family members, and maybe this is the place where they can feel connected within their community and have people that they can talk to about what's going on, or maybe they need advice or they need someone to go to or to help connect them to whatever they may need.
Being present with horses, you become more aware of very subtle cues, and That's part of the gift in the counseling, is if you just quiet yourself and you increase your awareness of what's going on, the horses are doing things even when they're just standing there looking like they're standing still. And I really believe the goal often in counseling is about increasing your awareness, and so horses really facilitate that process.
Family vibe that's here, and I really like helping kids get kind of on track in life if they're struggling, or if there's anything that's going on at home and they just need someone to chat with.
When you come into a barn, you're now a part of a barn family. You're with your peers. You're working on common projects, common goals. You're seeing other people struggle or have a problem with their horse. You're coming together to help them solve the problem and to work towards those goals. Our values at the barn are respect, responsibility, empathy, relationship skills, boundaries, choices and consequences. If there's ever a problem in the barn, we call for a C4, which is a concern, feeling, ownership, and request, to solve our problems, to learn how to directly communicate our discontentment and to process these obstacles in a healthy way, not to harbor resentment. So everything translates out of the barn and into your life in different ways.
Equine counseling services are mental health counseling, just like they exist in the Office of Behavioral Health. The service can be accessed just the same way you access services either at the Family and Youth Program, if it's for someone who's under 18, or at the Adult Behavioral Health Program, just by requesting services and asking for, saying that you want to do the horse counseling or the equine counseling.
When I'm hanging around with Phoebe and I just have that time with her where I just lean against her and feel her warmth is what makes me feel loved.